Good evening, everyone. Tonight we bring you breaking news on the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Election Day. 2024 has arrived and the atmosphere is electric with anticipation. It's set to be one of the tightest presidential races in U.S. history, with every vote carrying immense weight. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are in a nail-biting neck-and-neck showdown, each rallying their supporters with fervor. Polls are now open across America and millions are heading out to cast their ballots, eager to make their voices heard in this crucial election. But this election isn't just about who takes the White House. It's about the future direction of the country, the policies that will shape our lives, and the values we hold dear. Political analysts are dissecting every move, and voters are passionately discussing the issues that matter most to them. The stakes have never been higher, and the nation watches with bated breath. From Pennsylvania to North Carolina and Michigan, key battleground states will decide it all. Polls show Harris and Trump locked in a dead heat. Every vote in these critical states could tip the scales. Both candidates wrapped up intense campaigns last night, urging Americans to come out and vote. Harris is counting on a strong turnout among younger voters and minority communities, while Trump is hoping his core supporters, fired up on issues like immigration and the economy, come out in droves. And here's where it gets interesting. Even though the U.S. economy is outperforming much of the developed world, with 2.8% growth last quarter, which is a significant achievement considering the global economic climate, most Americans feel their personal finances are still suffering. Despite the positive national figures, the average household is struggling to make ends meet. Rising living costs and lingering inflation have hit household budgets hard, making everyday essentials more expensive. This economic strain has become a key election issue, with politicians from all sides promising solutions to ease the financial burden on families. Voters are keenly watching how candidates plan to address these economic challenges, hoping for relief in the near future. But there's another element at play. Social media is flooded with claims of election interference, stoking fears of potential fraud. With social media platforms like X amplifying these messages, misinformation has already gone viral, leaving many Americans unsure of what's real. It's not just the White House on the line this election season. Control of Congress is up for grabs too, and the stakes couldn't be higher. With Republicans holding a razor-thin lead in the House and Democrats barely ahead in the Senate, this election could reshape Capitol Hill in significant ways. A flip in Congress could make it harder or easier for the next president to lead, impacting everything from healthcare to climate policy and even the economy. The balance of power is delicate, and every vote counts in determining the future direction of the country. So, what can we expect tonight? Some states will report results almost immediately, but in close races, counting could drag on for days. In Georgia, early votes will be in by 8 p.m. Eastern Time, but in Pennsylvania and North Carolina we could be waiting well into the night. As the polls close and the results roll in, we'll be right here bringing you live updates, fact-checking claims, and breaking down the key moments shaping this historic election. So hit subscribe, stay tuned, and tell us in the comments, who do you think will take the win, Harris or Trump?